And we're back for part two of what you're missing. So this week, I didn't play that many games, but the realism of, or at least the reality of how many video games I'm playing has settled on me. I'm a member, or I partake a little bit in Raptor, R-A-P-T-R. It's sort of an online gaming social network of sorts. Although all it really does for me is track my gaming time, what games I spent time in, how much time I spent in them, what achievements or trophies I got, things like that. You can have friends. I don't have many friends on there, so it's not really a way for me to connect to anybody, but there it is. But they send you, or at least they send me, this weekly email saying, hey, you played 46 hours so far this week, which is a lot. I don't have a job right now, so it's not quite as, all right, it's still a lot. I don't care how you look at it. That's a whole lot. That's more than a full-time job. I don't have any excuse, so I'm just going to move on. But so what it did tell me is it told me that I played 36 hours of Dungeons of Dreadmore. I mentioned that last week, and I don't like Dungeons of Dreadmore anymore. I spent a lot of time playing that goddamn game, and I got to the end. Thankfully, I turned off permadeath. That helped me out quite a bit, as you might imagine. Not as much as you might think, actually, now that I think about it. I died a number of times, but not. It's not like I was playing Titanfall, which I did, and I died a lot there too. But so I played 36 hours of Dungeons of Dreadmore, which is just wandering around randomly generated dungeons in this sort of not quite 8-bit graphic, but it's like, I guess, 16-bit graphics, maybe, and hacking my way through nasty monster after nasty monster, trying to find Lord Dreadmore. So I found him on the 10th level of the dungeon. I have 120 to 125 health. I hit with my puny little dagger for like 50, give or take 10 or so, depending on whether I critical hit or I don't. And he had over 1,700 health. And he hit for 60 to 80 each hit. So it took me a long time, a long and frustrating time, to figure out how to kill him and to do so in a way where I didn't die. So I beat it, and then I promptly uninstalled it. I'm not playing that game anymore. If you see me talk about it in my next week's Let's Play or anything else in the future, somebody slap me. I'm done with that game. No more. I also played Diablo 3, and I've been level 70 on my wizard in Diablo 3 for a little while, a few weeks, and just periodically in the evening sometimes I'll log in, I'll do 5 bounties just to collect the full bounty, and then I'll go and do something else with my evening, like play Dungeons of Dreadmore. And I realized tonight, actually, that the pants I was wearing as a level 70 wizard were called Hammer Jammers. And they're MC Hammer pants. And I would have to look it up, but I think that the exact text on it was something along the lines of, these pants are too big to quit, or something like that. I don't remember, but they were very clearly hammer pants. So I've been playing as a wizard for weeks wearing hammer pants, quite literally. So yeah, Diablo 3, good times. I also played Titanfall, where I embarrassed myself Friday, and I think I missed Saturday evening, but I dropped a lot of satchel charges, blew myself up a number of times, and I spent a lot of time running from point A to point B. Again, quite literally. There was one match. If you go over to Twitch, you can actually watch the ridiculousness of what Titanfall is like for me. And I think I got 1 kill and I died twice in the span of a 10-minute thing. Normally I'm dying like 12 times and I may get 4 kills. But this particular match, I got 1 kill and I died twice, which meant that I spent almost the entire time running from A to B to C, or Alpha to Bravo to Charlie to Bravo to Alpha to Charlie, and back and forth, and not finding anybody at any of them. I did a lot of running and not a lot of fighting, which I guess works out because I kill myself half the time, so, you know, what are you going to do? Beyond that, I played a little bit of the WildStar beta. It's an open beta. You can get in and play it between now and the 18th. You should hop on, check it out. I am a sucker for MMOs, so I, of course, tried it for 20 minutes and then pre-ordered it. I probably will not lose my entire life to this game as I did with other MMOs, but, you know, I don't know. So check it out. It's got a great art style, and it's got some unique mechanics to it that are worth checking out. So there you have it. That's what I played this week. Why don't you let me know in the comments what you played this week, and maybe we can play things together. I don't know. Just an idea, throwing it out there. You pick it up if you want. If you hear odd noises, it's because the dog is next to me, and I think she's asking to go out. But so I'm going to wrap things up. But that's part 2 of What You're Missing. Thanks for joining me, and tune in later this week maybe for a Let's Play and maybe a new to gaming segment. So we'll see. I'll see you soon.